how would
Well,
you play out this quarterback situation? Whether you want to take a stab at it this way, Brett, of how you would like to see it play out, who you would like to see stay, who it doesn't necessarily matter as much if they leave, and how you want to see this play out to set up for 2022, or how you think it will. I'll let you take your shot either way.
Well, Kirby Smart said in an interview that he didn't know what Stetson wanted to do, that he wanted to have a conversation with Stetson, but he'd like to have Stetson back. Now, if I'm Stetson Bennett, I've got to weigh out a couple of things. And this is just my opinion. You know, everybody's going to have their own opinion, but I really think that Stetson Bennett might have an opportunity to play as a scout team or a backup quarterback in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
But I think due to him being so undersized, it's going to be difficult to say he'll ever start unless it's an injury situation. I think that, in my opinion, if he wants to go do that, great. All more power to him. I'll support him. But I think that he might be better served sticking around the UGA program and being a mentor and an assistant head coach or something involved with the university. And I'm sure he'll open a business somewhere doing something. But I think that the Georgia fan base would love to have that guy stick around. So now, as far as JT Daniels goes, it's one of those things where we don't really know. We haven't really seen him play enough to know. I was a big proponent of JT Daniels. I'd love to have that guy if he can play as good as we saw. But there's been some questions about whether he is, his durability level. Is he durable enough to play through these games? Because he stays or has stayed pretty banged up. When he was banged up in high school, and then after he got over being banged up in high school, he goes to USC. He gets banged up at USC, and then he comes to Georgia. He's at Georgia not very long and gets banged up at Georgia, and it's like, how durable is he? And I think that was, and this is all hearsay, whatever you want to call it. I think that the coaching staff had to look at that situation and say, look, if JT Daniels gets hurt, we're going to have to play Stetson because he has the most experience. We might as well just play him. And I really think that's where that came from. And then Stetson evolved into the quarterback he was. I don't think he started out as good as he is now. I think he evolved into it. And the Stetson Bennett that we saw in the Michigan game is the best version of Stetson Bennett we've ever seen against a real opponent.
Yeah, it should be fascinating to see what happens with that quarterback room, because it is stocked and loaded, and it starts first and foremost with the decision made by number 1-3.